Welcome to Global Sustainable Research Solutions. I am Muhammad Usman. This lecture is about inflation. What is inflation? Different types of inflations, degrees of inflations, what are various causes of inflation, how inflation is measured, effect of inflation, relationship between inflation and unemployment which is called Phillips curve, how we can control inflation. Inflation is a situation whereby there is a continuous and persistent increase in the general price level. Different economists like Ackley, Mayer, Crowther and Colburn has defined inflation. According to Mayer, an increase in the prices that occurs after full employment has been attained is called inflation. Ackley indicated that a persistent and appreciable rise in the general level of prices is called inflation. According to Crowther, in the state of inflation, the prices are rising, that is, the value of money is falling. According to Colburn, in inflation, too much money chases too few goods. So, inflation is a situation whereby there is a continuous and persistent increase in the general price level. There are different types of inflation: demand pull inflation, cost push inflation, structural inflation, imported inflation, open inflation, suppressed inflation, ex ante and ex post inflation, anticipated inflation, unanticipated inflation, profit inflation, deficit inflation, devaluation inflation, ceiling inflation, income inflation. Demand pull inflation. It is demand side inflation. It simply means that when there is a increase in the aggregate demand without any corresponding increase in aggregate supply, the price level will rise. Cost push inflation. It is supply side inflation. If there is increase in prices, it will result in fall in aggregate supply. It is the reason of increase in cost of production. Demand pull inflation occur when there is high demand as compared to supply of goods. On the other hand, cost push inflation occur due to per unit increase in cost of production. Structural inflation. Sometimes prices increase in an expanding economy because the supply can't keep up with rising demand because of structural inflexibilities. This is also called structuralist argument for inflation. Imported inflation. In imported inflation, local governments are helpless. It is due to an increase in the prices of imported goods. To control it, government may bans on the imported items. Imported inflation due to increase in the prices of imported goods. Open inflation. If there is no control over increase in prices, it will be determined by free forces of demand and supply. It may create open inflation. Suppressed inflation. If prices are subject to government control, then their increase made by the government action is called suppressed inflation. Ex ante and ex post inflation. Ex ante inflation is the expected inflation, but ex post is the actual inflation. For example, if people of Pakistan expect an inflation rate of 10%, it will be ex ante inflation, but actual inflation is 7%, it will be ex post inflation. Anticipated inflation. If the actual rate of inflation is perfectly in accordance with the people's expectations, it is called anticipated inflation. In unanticipated inflation, if the actual rate of inflation is not according to the people's expectations, it is called unanticipated inflation. Profit inflation. Profit inflation is the consequence of the greed of businessmen. It usually occurs in such economies which are dominated by monopolies. Deficit inflation. Government has to borrow from banks and non-banks and internal and external resources in case of deficit financing. It also causes inflation, which is called deficit inflation. Devaluation inflation. Devaluation also leads to inflation. Devaluation decreases the purchasing power of currency. that result in inflation called devaluation inflation. Ceiling inflation, inflation that occurs due to various prices ceiling enforced by government is called ceiling inflation. Ceiling inflation occurs due to various prices ceiling enforced by government. Price ceiling are set by government to maintain prices of certain essential goods at a determined level. Income inflation, if there is an increase in income of the people, it will increase the money supply in the country that leads to income inflation. Degrees of inflation, there moderate inflation, galloping inflation, hyperinflation. What is moderate inflation? When the rate of inflation is very low, say in the range of 1% to 20%, it is called moderate inflation. There are further two types of moderate inflation, creeping inflation and trotting inflation. If the rate of inflation is less than 5%, it is called creeping inflation. But if the rate of inflation is more than 5%, it is called trotting inflation. Galloping inflation, when the rate of inflation exceeds 20%, it is called galloping inflation. The upper limit of galloping inflation may be roughly defined as 1000%. Hyperinflation, if the rate of inflation is above 1000%, it is called hyperinflation. There are different causes of inflation. Causes of inflation are due to increase in demand and decrease in supply. First, we discuss causes of inflation due to increase in demand. Increase in money supply. The major causes of increase in the price level is an increase in money supply. It may be due to increase in currency or credit money. An increase in the stock of money induces people to demand more and more of goods and services, which increase the prices, so it creates inflation. Increase in velocity of money. According to Fisher quantity theory of money, if there is an increase in the velocity of circulation of money, it also leads to inflation. More investment. Investment also play an important role in producing inflation. At the moment of investment, the economy's stock of wealth and money expands, and its result is inflation. Non-productive expenditures. Non-productive expenditures in various developing countries like defense lead to wastage of economy's precious resources, and it leads to inflation. Corruption and black money. Corruption and black money leads to increase in aggregate demand, which is cause of inflation. These evils increase aggregate demand and import volume. Deficit financing. Deficit financing is another cause of inflation. It increases the money supply and leads to inflation. Foreign remittances. Increase in foreign remittances is increasing the money supply in a country. Increase in money supply leads to inflation. Foreign aids. Foreign aids are also a source of mobilization of resources from rich countries to poor countries. It is also a cause of inflation in Pakistan. Consumption trends. Due to demonstration effect, people of our country want to copy the styles of people of rich countries. In this way, there is an increase in consumption trends that leads to inflation. Population bomb. The increasing population of Pakistan, due to day by day increase of population, there is also increase in prices. So, population of Pakistan is increasing day by day. Increasing population is doing more, and it creates inflation. Causes of inflation due to decrease in supply. Slow agricultural development. Low growth rate of agricultural sector cause in shortage of productivity. It results in low supply and increase in price level. So, low growth rate of agricultural sector is causing shortage of productivity. It results in low supply and it increases the level of prices. So, slow industrial growth. Our industrial sector is not a developed form due to use of backward techniques of production. Its less production also creates shortage in market and cause inflation. Increase in wages and salaries. Now labor is demanding more wages and salaries. Increase in wages and salaries cause increase in cost that increase the prices. On the other hand, due to more wages and salaries, there is an increase in income and it causes inflation. Increase in prices of imports, increase in the prices of imports also cause inflation. If there is an increase in the prices of oil and other imported raw materials, then it will cause reduction in supply. Devaluation. The value of our currency is decreased due to devaluation. It makes imported goods more expensive and it leads to shortage of supply. Indirect taxes. The imposition of indirect taxes is a reason for increase in prices. Sometimes governments imposes taxes on some particular commodities. In this case, producer may start to decline the production of those goods. Measurement of inflation. Inflation is measured by Consumer Price Index. What is Consumer Price Index? It is a measure of aggregate price level in an economy. The CPI consists of a bundle of commonly purchased goods and services. CPI measures the changes in the purchasing power of a country's currency and the price level of a basket of goods and services. The formula of Consumer Price Index is equal to CT by CT naught multiplied by 100. CPI, it is Consumer Price Index in current period. CT is equal to cost of market basket in current period. C naught is cost of market basket in base or past period. Rate of inflation is equal to CP1 minus CPI naught divided by CPI naught multiplied by 100. Here in this formula, CP1 is Consumer Price Index in current period. CPI naught is Consumer Price Index in base period. So rate of inflation is equal to CP1 minus CPI naught divided by CPI naught multiplied by 100. CPI1 is current Consumer Price Index. CPI naught is base period Consumer Price Index. Here is an example of measurement of inflation. Suppose if the CPI was 120 last year and it is 130 this year, what is the rate of inflation? By using the formula CPI1 minus CPI naught divided by CPI naught multiplied by 100, we estimated that the rate of inflation in this year is 9.17%. Effects of inflation. There are good effects as well as bad effects of inflation. Good effects of inflation are: there is increase in production due to inflation. Inflation increases the employment opportunities in the country. Inflation increases the process of economic development. Due to inflation, there is more investment in the country at the time of inflation. Inflation increases the economic activities that may cause to inventions and innovations. Profits of the producer also increases when there is normal inflation. The bad effects of inflation are: it is a huge problem for employees which are taking fixed salaries. It generates unfair distribution of income and wealth. Inflation reduces the saving of the population. It causes unfair balance of trade and unfair balance of payment. Inflation accelerates the rate of investment. It creates different social evils. It is difficult for consumer to purchase more goods. It generates very bad effects on the poor labor force. Inflation declines the living standard and purchasing power of people. It is harmful for creditors. Inflation reduces the purchasing power. Inflation and unemployment, which is the relationship between inflation and unemployment, is called Phillips curve. What is Phillips curve? Phillips curve represents the inverse negative relationship between inflation and unemployment in an economy. According to Phillips curve, there is negative or inverse relationship between inflation and unemployment in an economy. When inflation increases, unemployment falls, and vice versa. There are two types of Phillips curve: short run Phillips curve and long. In short run Phillips curve, The short-run Phillips curve is downward sloping. According to short-run Phillips curve, when unemployment increases, inflation falls. On the other hand, when unemployment decreases, inflation rises. So, in short-run Phillips curve, there is negative relationship between inflation rate and unemployment. The long-run Phillips curve. The long-run Phillips curve shows that at any level, inflation is consistent with the natural rate of unemployment. Long-run Phillips curve is vertical. The long-run Phillips curve indicates that at any level, inflation is consistent with the natural rate of unemployment. We can control inflation by taking these measures. We should increase the growth rate of output. Government should control the supply of money through effective monetary policy. Highly increasing unproductive expenditures must be controlled. Government should check the corruption first to eliminate the inflation. Controls on population is also necessary to control inflation. Prepare a balanced budget for the economy. Reduction in monetary expansions. Effective tax system will be helpful to control the inflation. There is a need to improve the balance of payment and balance of trade. Development of agricultural as well as industrial sector will help to control the inflation. I hope now your concept of inflation is cleared. You have learned what is inflation, different types of inflation, degrees and causes of inflation, how inflation is measured, what are the bad as well as good effects of inflation, what is Phillips curve, how we can control inflation. Thank you for watching Global Sustainable Research Solutions.